Hello, I would like to welcome you to the second event in celebration of the World Day of Portuguese as a Heritage Language. Some of you are aware that the first event, held by Abrir, took place in the same venue last year, when explanations were presented about how and why the 16th of May was selected as the date to be celebrated all over the world. If you're not here then, please visit Abrir's blog for this historical information. For now, I restrict to crediting Felicia, the founder and director of Brasil em Mente in New York, for creating this date. I also take this opportunity to thank her for inviting Abrir to join her network of organizations that support the teaching of Paul as it is called here in the UK. Focusing on Paul, it is important to understand that this phenomenon is a consequence of the Brazilian emigration, as explained in last year's presentation, and which can be seen in full on Abrir's YouTube channel. The first Brazilians arrived in England in the beginning of the 20th century. However, it was only in the last quarter of it that the emigration of Brazilians became significant. One publication which is specific to the teaching of Paul in the UK is Souza and Barranda's 2014 article on language planning. It presents a map of London with all the Brazilian complementary schools. I point out, however, that these numbers have already changed. I illustrate these changes by showing the present schools linked to Abrir. They are Abelhinha Amarelinha, Clube dos Brasileirinhos, Clubinho Verde Amarelo, EBEL, Escolinha do Brasil e Centro Cultural, Grupo Verde Amarelo e Paz de Healing. Some of you may notice the new visual identity of these schools. Some of you may notice 3 names missing. Unfortunately, one of the schools stopped its activities last year. Abrir is revising its partnership with the second one. The third one has changed its name. Meu Pequeno Jesus is now called Brasil em Arte. We are also pleased to introduce you to 2 new schools, ABCD Escolinha de Português in Woking, and the one ran by Comunidade Evangélica Internacional Zona Sul em Londres. For the ones who are interested in academic reflections on the situation of Paul in the UK, I share 3 new publications. These publications are very important as they can guide policymakers, practitioners, and families in the decisions they make in support of Paul. In recognition of this role of research in the lives of all involved with bilingualism, Abrir also supports the work of other academics. This year, for example, we have disseminated 2 research goals. We thank all the families who have volunteered to participate in these investigations, and we hope to be able to share their findings soon. Abrir has been involved in a number of other activities, such as the Playing with Art workshop offered to the children in the Brazilian complementary schools, the party in which the schools could showcase their work, the first introductory course offered to teachers of Portuguese in partnership with the Institute of Education, UCL, the first teacher training workshop offered in Germany under the organization of Elo Europeu, the promotion of bilingualism in the language show in London, the talk delivered to the Association of German Saturday Schools in the UK, the first face-to-face preparatory course developed for Brazilian examinations in the UK, the Indigenous Diversity in Brazil event, which was organized by Flávia Menegas, and which had the participation of Nishiwaka from the tribe Iauanawa in the Amazon forest in the Brazilian state of Acre. The second set of teacher training workshops delivered at Raiz Mirim in Brussels, Belgium. With the hope that these illustrations have inspired you to be more involved with the teaching of Po, I invite you to attend the second CEPO, which this year is in Munich, Germany. In sum, today is a great opportunity to congratulate the achievements of all the individuals and of all the institutions that commit their hearts and their souls to the teaching of Po in the UK and worldwide. Thank you for your presence and have a happy World Day of Portuguese as a heritage language.